I don't know how people can not liking it. Hello guys, so that's it. I'm back in my apartment, cold apartment. Today is okay, but I'm back from Bali and I think it's the best time to do a little review of all the weird fruit and exotic things I've tried, because I've tried many of them. So I guess without further ado, let's go jump into the video. I think first let's talk about the king of the king, Durian. I think probably a lot of you has already heard about this fruit. This fruit is really, you love it till the moon and back, or you hate it. I watch videos of people almost trying durian, like how is it even possible? Even people feel like it's a taste of chicken. How? For me it's like cream, like a crème brûlée, but nothing like onion or chicken, you know, and especially if it's super ripe. How to tell if a durian is ripe? It's starting to crack, turn yellow, not red. It smells like heaven. Let's see my first try of durian. For the face, I'm sorry, like it was after my accident. I was not makeup, not hair done, anything, like who cares, okay? I don't know how people can not liking it. So happy! Fresh durian, guys! I love it so much. Really one of my favorite fruits. I don't even know how people can find onion in it. I'm the king of fruit. I can't even stop the screen. So durian is one of the richest food in the world, the most carried in, high in fat, it's high in vitamin C, folic acid, B6 and A complex. It's like there is a lot of things in it, like phosphorus, iron, potassium. This is the king of the fruit, not for nothing, you know. And did you know, maybe you already know that a lot of people is dying each day about coconut falling on trees, but it's also true for durian. So there is a place in Bali where you can check durian trees. It's like a durian farm, and you have to wear a helmet to go to this farm. So I'm not sure like helmet will really save you in that case, but yeah. So next fruit, because I have a lot of them. My second favorite, I think, is jackfruit. I've ate jackfruit every damn day, which was cool because you saw women across the street cutting fresh jackfruit and sending here. Unfortunately full in plastic, but it's the thing is Bali. I will do a video about pros and cons, so no worries. And I'm so dumped because it's a few days before I left that I buy myself a whole jackfruit, and I should have done that way before. You can even frozen, because jackfruit is insanely huge, you know, and when you cut it, like it's full of latex and it stay on your hands. It's crazy. Next fruit is dragon fruit, the cute fruit. It's funny because you always need to try at least 2 times fruits, because first it can be not ripe, it can be not the good one, and it's this for any kind of veggies or fruit. Because first time I went to Bali, I didn't like it, and I was like, oh, people could like it so much, and I retried, and oh my goodness, it's super sweet, a little bit refreshing, like a watermelon, but more consistency, like less watering. It's just amazing after cool, you know, fresh from the fridge. I miss that. Oh, this one is my favorite even before durian. Like first time I tried, it's a joke, like this exists in the world. This is the weirdest fruit because the taste is really insane. At first try I thought tasting like a carrot cake, but in fact it tastes exactly, when I say exactly, it's exactly like a roasted pumpkin crossed between a really caramelized sweet potato. Can you imagine that this fruit exists? And it's called egg fruit because it has the consistency of hard-boiled egg, the yolk, you know. This fruit is insane, and I'm sad because I've only found that for maybe 1 week and left. I have never seen that again. But damn, I'm so grateful to have tasted that at least once in my life. Then something I didn't like, so it was white mangoes. First when I buy it, I didn't know what it was. Tasting it for the first time, I thought it was an avocado because it looked like this, but also it tastes like this. It's really the same consistency as avocado, the exact same. It's like an avocado, but a little less tasty. if it makes sense. But I don't like avocado like this. It has to be on the toast, because shame on me, but I don't like avocado if it's not on the toast. I don't know why, but on bread it's okay, if not I don't like. But yeah, wet mangoes, so no for me. But I tried apple mangoes and damn, oh my god, it was so juicy, a little bit more acid than a regular mango maybe, but no little flesh, you know, that can be on your teeth. Like, it was really smooth, a candy, you know. This one was really good, and I think it's one of my favorite variety of mangoes, and I've never seen that ever before. It says apple mangoes because it has the shape and the size of a big apple. You know, in France and Europe country, you have mangoes that often is inside one plastic, like you can buy one mangoes and it's like €3. And in Bali it's the opposite. It's the same with apple. Like, they use in a little plastic or thing like that, and it's like €3 the apple. Like, it's insane. I've tried one in a restaurant and it's awful. It doesn't taste like apple, it's like and it's the same for mangoes here, I guess. Another of my favorite is sapote. I think you say sapote. I never found the black one, which I really wanted to try, but I found this variety and wow, it's really good once it's ripe, because if it's not ripe, it's like persimmon, it stays on your mouth and it's disgusting really. And ripe, it's the heaven. So make sure to always try your fruit 2 times and try it really ripe. When I mean ripe, it's not the ripe of European, of people like that. It's ripe, really, like almost mold, you know. This is ripe fruit when it's, you can't even hold it, you know, not what looks great. Next one is interesting one, because first time I saw it was in my supermarket one time, and I truly thought it was colorant or really something chemical, OGM, or a hybrid variety. It was yellow watermelon, but in fact it's real kind of watermelon. And in Bali there is more yellow than red. Really local watermelon are yellow, and surprisingly it's sweeter. Like, it has the same consistency, exactly the same, but it's more honey taste, more sugary, you know. In terms of calories, in terms of nutriment, it adds exactly the same, except that of course red one are more antioxidant, which is why it's colored like red, and whereas the yellow one has more beta carotene and is high in lycopene because it's yellow, and yellow orange fruits often have a lot of B-carotene, and this is amazing for your skin, for your eyes and things like that. Same for mangoes, you know, all those fruits are so well made for those climates, because you are under the sun, you need those vitamin A, K, E, beta carotene and things to recover from the sun. For example, the watermelon is fresh, all the fruits are fresh, you know, it's not heavy fruit, heavy winter fruit like we have, because we want to be hydrated, and nature is just perfectly made. That's why it doesn't make any sense for people to buy non-seasonal fruit and veggies. I really don't understand, because even your body don't crave it. For example, I love watermelon, but in winter I just don't crave it, I just don't want it. I want persimmon, I want figs, like heavy fruit are high in consistency and calories, you know. And not mentioning that it has an impact on your body, and it has also a positive impact when you're following the season. Everything is made for a reason. We are human as animal, and we are not like separate species, you know. And not to mention, of course, the environmental aspect of it is important and like that, but you're not here for my rant, I'm sorry. So next fruit. The next fruit is breadfruit. I've tried it because it was on the trash, like, you know, when they throw up food that are not good looking, and I thought, what is it? I thought it was a veggies or something like that, and it was really ripe. You know, when you throw things, it's because it's really ripe, and often it's the best fruit. But I took it and I tried it, and it's really interesting. It's really hard to explain, but it's super creamy. It has the consistency of really ripe avocado. You know, it's a cream, or like a little bit of yogurt. You know, really creamy, sweet. I didn't really like it. It's like the white mangoes. It's not disgusting, but it's not good as well. But baked, it's magic, but it's transformed into such as roasted potato, and this is really good, my friend. And it's called breadfruit because not only it looks like bread when you cook it, but it smells like bread, and that's kind of a bread taste between a really crispy, like inam, I don't know if you know it, manioc. It's really the same taste when it's baked, and a little cross and little taste of roasted bread. So baked, it's really good, but raw, I don't really like it. Then you have snake fruit. It's not my fave. I already tried it, but I needed to show you here because it's such a weird fruit. Same. First time I tried it normal way. I tried it 2 times. It has a chemical taste that I don't like. It's like a chewing gum, a candy, but a candy really weird. And then I took one that I let a long time till it was really squishy, and usually you don't buy it or eating like this. And when I opened it, it was overripe, you would say, but I think it's the real way to eat it because I tried it and this time I liked it. So I don't really like it the way people eat it, but if you like ripe, overripe, like not good enough for people, it's good for me. But like it's not the best of the best, you know. It's look like snail skin, so that's why it's called like this. And I will show you a picture of the tree. Like everything on this fruit tell you not eat me, like the durian, you know. It looks like something weird, something like dangerous. Look at the tree, it's insane. You don't want this in your garden, you know. Then another fruit that I really like, it's rambutan. It's look really cute in fact, but inside is exactly the same taste as the lychee. It's like a lychee that haven't washed his hair, you know. Then I also tried guayaba, different type of guayaba. I think I've never really tried guayaba before, maybe once, but it was like exported one. If not, it was in juice and things like that. I don't like guayaba, in fact. There is a lot also of seed that make it not enjoyable to eat. I also tried white guayaba, which is better. Really weird because the white guayaba is really white and seems like not ripe at all, like opening something not ripe at all, you know, white fruit, but tastes better. Not my favorite, but tastes better. It's maybe weird, it's maybe me, but guayaba, I won't eat it like this if I had to, but more in salad, like for me it has more the taste of veggies, you know. It's like telling I love cucumber, like eating like this, not really, but cut into something in a salad, this can be great, and for me guayaba is like this, but weird, I'm maybe weird. I wanted to say that as well, but if you follow me for Instagram, like I've been crazy with that, with coconut water. And this is the things I crave the most here, because here we don't have it. And I don't understand because I have palm trees everywhere in my place, you know, in south of the France. Even some have dates on it. But why are you not making coconut? Why? And this is something you can even find in supermarket. The fresh coconut you see is not that in Bali. And I've showed to my friend, you know, my inside now, like story archive, something like you understand the past of your stories. And like I didn't realize how much I was like obsessed with coconut water. Like before I went, I told you on Instagram that I will have a rule. One day, one coconut. And I didn't fail once. You know, it's like 7 kilo coconut, but I did all my best, even if when I had the accident, everything to get 1 coconut a day, and I didn't fail. I never been as dedicated at this as a rule, you know. So if you really want something, you can. I guess if it's involved food, for me, I will be dedicated, you know. I also tried this fruit, which is called in France, but I will tell it here, prune de citerre. It's not like bad, but it's not good as well. It tastes a little bit like acid prune, but with a lot of things like stay in your teeth, which is quite annoying. Oh, and this, it's a veggies, but wow, I've been obsessed with that as well. It's jicama. Jicama is magic for me as well because you can eat it raw, and raw it has the same taste as a sweet apple, and baked it has the same taste and consistency as a potato. This is the best. Like every night I had that cut and baked and the other half boiled, and it was amazing. In the same category, it's shallot, and I've tried to plant one in my garden because it's something that you can find as well in the south of France, but it's quite rare. I never seen it, to be honest. Tastes like a zucchini. I would say a zucchini, but a little bit more crunchy maybe, and you can eat it raw or cook. I prefer cook, but raw it's like zucchini, you can eat raw as well. I tried it really at the last weeks that I went there because it's not looking really good, you know, but it's really a local fruit, and I was only buying veggies and fruit from local. At the first week beginning, I was a little bit of Pepito, which is a big supermarket, but after I first wanted to support local market, and secondly, it's out of price. For give you an example, it's Durian. Write you the number because I'm really not good with number in English. A whole durian at this size, let's say, is 100,000 rupiah in Pepito, and the same you can have it at 20,000, 500,000 rupiah. It depends how you can deal it, you know. Me, I deal it to 200,000. 20,000 rupiah. I really have an issue with numbers. But yeah, after 1 or 2 weeks I did only local market. I was waking up at 4 a.m. and going there because you have to go before 6 because it's not very anything left. And there was always shayot, and for me it wasn't looking really appealing. At the last time I say, yeah, let's try, and I tried and it was really, really good. So never judge a book by its cover. And there was also other kind of veggies that I never tried, but next time I will really try every weird things. I tried everything at the last weeks because I wasn't daring buying things for nothing, you know, but in fact it was good most of the time. Also something on the local market, you can buy tofu and tempeh, which I still have in my fridge from Bali, like I've frozen. And the price of tofu is insane. Can you guess how much is for a block of tofu? It's like 20 cents. And after a while I knew girls that was selling here on the local market, you know. At the end we had a huge hug, you know, people like this are really nice. But so she made a little price for me, and it's a little bit like everywhere. You have to negotiate a little bit everything, but for 2 blocks of tofu and 2 blocks of tempeh, I got it for 4,000 rupiah, which is like 40 cents, you know. In France, we have 100 grams of tempeh for €3. Tempeh is really out of price in France. But don't think I'm telling you like other people that Bali is cheap, because it's not true. If you are only eating fruit and veggies from really local things, it's cheap. But if you are a human and you need something else than fruit and veggies to survive, it's out of price, because everything is exporting. Oats, bread, everything is out of price. But when I say out of price, it's like you have not organic, shitty brand, you know, 500 grams of oats, the price, it can be to €7, you know. So like the bread and everything, you don't know what you're eating basically. The ingredient list is not to trust. It was funny because I was comparing, for example, 2 bread from the same brand but completely 2 different bread with the exact same ingredients, exact same weight. You know, it was like, for example, 100 grams both, but obviously like one was like this, one was like this. So they write things, but it's not to trust. And same with cafe, you can ask every time, there is added sugar in this? No, there is milk? No. And then you found out 1 week later that there was. For example, I was going to a cafe, which really great by the way, but every time I asked for soy milk, and every time I was asked, there is no sugar added in the soy milk, right? No. Okay. And then I saw the exact same soy milk that they're using in supermarket, and the ingredient list was like this. So there is sugar, of course, but like oil, added things that I can't even pronounce. And I was like, but it's Bali. There is pros and cons everywhere. So I think I will stop here. I have few others, but I don't want to bother you too much. I think this video is like 30 minutes of me talking about fruit. I hope you like it. Let me know if you've ever tried one of the fruit I've mentioned, and if you like it, especially the durian. Are you team lovers or haters? Because there is no in between with durian, I feel. Last thing I would like to tell you, it's that like local veggies that I was buying, when I mean local, it's really like from 100 meters, has never really a lot of taste and color. For example, the sweet potatoes, first I buy one from a supermarket, which was regular sweet potatoes, you know. It's the one and only Digo Double G. Then on local market, when you cut it, it wasn't a lot of color, fade color, you know. Seeing it, there is like literally no taste, and it was the same things with all fruit and veggies. So I guess the land is not really fertile, but yes, they do use pesticides and OGM and things like that. Oh, I can tell that because I've asked. I was working a lot on the rice files, and every time I was crossing someone that was speaking English, I was asking them, and they're like working with a little thing and make it psh, psh, with the pesticide, so you're smelling oh, this is a really down of Bali. The pollution is really insane. At the end I was like crashing, like like I was smoking cigarettes, you know. I think I took maybe 10 years of cigarettes in 2 months. It's really hard, and I'm not the only one to tell that. Also my neighbors, which I speak about, have the same problem. And since I'm here, I feel like breathing again. Pollution is really, really hard, especially when I came from literally zero here. I'm pure here to Bali, so if you are already from big city, maybe you can really tell the difference. Adding this to the fact I was not eating organic at all, when here I eat only organic. When you are with a lot of pollution on your face as well, on your such of weird thing that I was eating, like adding colorant of things that I don't even can pronounce, because you have to in Bali, like you can really be 100% good all the time, you know. I really felt the difference in my health, you know, how I felt inside. And I've never really paid attention to that, because for me it was normal to feel good, you know. It was my norm, and when it's lowering, and now I can see it, but I'm back from like 2 weeks here now. It's really important when I empathize on the fact the quality of your food before the calories and things like that. If it fits your macro, when you junk or not processed food and it be the same, it's not. Trust me, when your health is not following, it was only 2 months, so it was okay. But if you doing that over and over and over, you will not be good, and it will be your norm, and you will think it's normal when it's not. And it's it creates cancers and things of this sort, you know. But this is again a rant. This video will be like my little rant, but I hope you like it. Again, please tell me all the fruits you've tried, and if you tried also other exotic fruit, tell me below, because I love to discover new food. And follow me on Instagram, because every time I was showing you like the fruits that have benefit and everything, and now I'm back to more like informational stories on every little subject: veganism, fat loss, weight gain, body recomposition. I also talk a lot about the fat diet that I discovered, like last time I discovered, okay, you know what, I talk too much. Follow me on Instagram, you will see. If you have any question for the coaching, like usual, you know, ask me on Instagram or go directly on my website. And I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and we talk in comment. Bye!